PapaKenn Media.
Hello everyone, PapaKenn here, bringing you my playthrough, or at least Let's Play, of Dead Nation, being played on the PlayStation 3 through PlayStation Network. I acquired this game during the great PlayStation Network downage of however many years ago. Was it 2010 or 2011? I can't remember exactly. But I have actually decided to start this up on a brand new profile. I created a separate profile on the PlayStation 3, and luckily it actually let it play here. So I will be starting from scratch, because I actually started recording on my original account. However, it maintained all of the armors and everything I had picked up previously, and you know, while that would be fine, I want this to be, you know, from scratch playthrough. So, you know, I may die a little bit more than I would prefer otherwise, but, you know, again, at least this way, I'm able to do it from scratch and play it through like it should be played. Now, as according to the online poll that I set up, instead of Jack McCready, you'll be playing as Scarlett Blake. And literally, the only difference between these two characters is that during the cutscenes, Scarlett appears instead of Jack. There's a woman talking instead of a guy talking. And then during the game, the character will have a red laser pointer and instead of a blue laser pointer. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I'll let it play through.
It's been more than a year since the outbreak. It took from me everyone I loved.
Indeed. Boom!
If you get bitten, you become one of them. But not me. I didn't know why I was special, and I didn't care.
Kind of like all the characters from Resident Evil.
I was walking around when I was dead.
At least all the playable characters.
But I wouldn't endure the pain of being eaten alive. If it came to that, I'd bite down on the capsule and be gone in seconds. But I'd run out of food and water, and my last barricade had fallen. There was an abandoned truck at the local gas station. I had to get to it.
And we shall. It gives you a quick, overview of the different buttons and how they're set up here. Now, I will be... I might change the buttons up in between recordings here or there. But alright, here we go. Now, as I said, she has a red laser pointer that indicates where the rifle is aiming. As you can see, I have a rifle here with 16 shots, but it's infinite ammo, so I can reload as much as necessary. I also have a flare and a grenade. And I'll pick up some more of those and items like it as I go along, as well as some other weapons. Now, there's some zombies over here trying to get at me. One really cool thing about this game is that, well, you know, you have your regular shot, but, like Mega Man, or at least the later Mega Man games, can charge it up, boom, extra powerful attack. Now, you might have seen the little red and yellow dots coming at me. The red dots are essentially multiplier points, and that counts toward your total score, I guess. And the yellow coins, or the yellow dots, indicate money. And, you know, the more money I get, the more I'll have to use against, more I'll have to buy at weapon shops. Daggone it, get out of the way so I can blow up this tanker. Thank you. Jerks. So annoying. Alright. R2 to open the nearby crate. Nice. And I have now unlocked a new armor piece. Now, R2 is the melee attack. Hopefully I won't use that too much, but it definitely comes in handy occasionally. And just so you know, I usually play this way anyway, but I'll probably especially be doing so since, you know, I'm talking, and I don't want to, you know, die too much. But my playstyle is very cautious. So that means essentially, I don't tend to just run into battle. I kind of hang back and wait for things to happen. So obviously, you know, I'm not exactly speedrunner material, but yeah, it gets the job done for me. Now, here we go. Now, there's the first safe zone. But coming up, we do have a few zombies in the way. I'll be sure to take them out. I think there's a few in my area here. There we go. Set off the nearby car to set off the alarm. Okay, now this is one thing to keep in mind throughout the game. Whenever there are the red dots on a car, that means it has an alarm. Which also means that it will attract any zombies that might hear it. And of course, there's always a few that don't quite pick up on the news and pick them off afterward. But, although it may take a little bit longer to do so, you get a little bit extra money in the process, and in my opinion, that's always worth it. Because the more money I have, the more I can upgrade my weapons. And these treasure boxes here, they glow red and they glow yellow. Now, if it's glowing yellow, it'll give you money. If it's glowing red, they'll give you multipliers. And I guess there's, you know, some advantage to getting the multipliers, but in my playthroughs, I by far prefer to get the money. Here's the first safe zone, and that, right there, is a big, mean monster zombie that we'll see soon enough. Maybe not in this level, I can't remember. But alright, here we go. Now, first thing we'll do is we'll go into the armor configuration. Now, as you can see here, all the stats are pretty low. But the first one, basically you have Armo Shell, Exogear, and Protosuit. And each of those have different advantages. Some prefer strength and endurance, and others prefer agility. Now, right now, nothing I have really works with agility, but the Armo Shell has, basically, this upgraded one that we picked up earlier has some added endurance, adds 1 point to agility, which is always good. And then also, it, you know, keeps the strength consistent. So, that's what we'll go with for now. Now, in here, in the weapon shop, you unlock more weapons as you go through more levels. But you can upgrade your rifle, clip size, power, and rate of fire. You can get an SMG, which I won't be getting quite yet. You can get flares like duration and max inventory. Same for grenade. Only instead of duration it has the blast radius. But for now, at least at the beginning, I prefer to stick with upgrading my rifle, because that's always going to be the primary weapon. And the main goal of it is definitely, again, at least in my opinion, to upgrade the power. So, yeah, I'll upgrade the clip for now. Alright, so that leaves us with about 4,200. That'll be good for now. Can't upgrade anything at this point, because the minimum is pretty much 5,000. So we'll go ahead and get out of here, and move on to the next area. Now, one really nice thing about the safety areas is, as long as you get to one and you reach this, even if you're almost dead, this is a full health canister right here. Well, the checkpoint is, anyway. Alright. Now, moving into... Now, the closer you are to the zombies when they die, the more you'll get as far as the multiplier and money you get. If it takes longer to get there, the amount, or the original amount that you would get, gets lowered. Now here's one thing to keep in mind. Now, while yes, I could attract zombies to the car by shooting it, you always, excuse me, you always want to check the trunks of cars, because pretty much always they will contain some amount of money. So, I mean, in most cases you want to wait to shoot the cars unless, like, absolutely necessary. You're surrounded! Ugh. Almost got me there. Now, Even though I have upgraded the weapon, not all zombies will go down in one shot. Especially the bigger ones. I took a little bit of damage there. Nothing major. I will most likely find health packs as I go along. Alright, 1500 there. Now, one thing you definitely want to do while playing this game is you want to explore. Nice! 15,000. Very nice. Now, obviously, if you've played through the game before, and you're just trying to beat it as fast as possible, you might want to go for a bit of a faster strategy, but I think these are soldiers. The first time you shoot them, you, knock their helmet off, basically. Boom. And, you always want to keep an eye out for the shadows, because I don't know if zombies just kind of randomly spawn. I never quite got that down, but enemies will basically just kind of appear out of nowhere to take you down, and that can get extremely annoying. Sometimes they come out of buildings, and that can't really be helped. And sometimes the zombie AI is just stupid. Even though I'm shooting within inches of them, they don't come after me. Which, at least at this point in the game, I'm very... Oh! I don't have a major problem with that. There we go. There we go. A few more. You see, there's another zombie that just kind of seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Taken care of all the same, but pretty sure he wasn't there earlier. Is that a living... Nope. Not living. Oh! Oh, crap. Oh, and shot that one too much, so it just kind of blows up. Doesn't have an alarm, though. And if you do accidentally, or even on purpose, blow up a car, or anything explosive in this game, because there are other things, you want to make sure you're outside of the red radius, because, or the red circle, rather. Because if you are inside that, you will take damage, and it is not a small amount of damage. Nice! Oh yeah. Might end up getting the SMG this time. We'll see. Didn't pick up any more armor, so won't worry about that. Okay, I'm going to up the rate of fire. Let's go ahead and full power on the rifle. In my opinion, the sooner you can get it fully upgraded, the better. SMG, yeah, why not? Now, one thing to keep in mind with the SMG is that it shoots a lot at a time. It basically is, your rapid-fire weapon. And the laser sight is very expensive, so you definitely want to save it till the end, if you get it at all. For any weapon, actually. Let's see here. I will up the clip one level. I will up the power one level. I don't really use the SMG a lot, so I will hold on to that. I'll make sure the inventory's full. Okay, let's take a look over here at the flare. Now, some people may want to upgrade the grenade first, and that's fine. But for me, I like to throw the flare because it will distract zombies, and it essentially keeps you safe for a period of time. It doesn't attract all zombies if you're surrounded by a ton of them. However, it does still... It pays off in the end. Let's see. Okay, nothing else can be upgraded on the rifle. Let's upgrade the inventory on the grenade. Because, increasing the radius is great, but sometimes, especially if I'm in a panic moment, that can leave me open to danger. Okay, now this is, again, one of my cautious methods.